Now, when you look at some of the challenges facing us in this country, our dear nation, Ghana, security would always be in top 5, especially when you consider all the elements worrying us as Ghanaians in our Afrobarometer surveys. Now, in recent times, the spate of kidnappings, murders, broad daylight robberies, and even attacks on mobile money vendors just tells us that these challenges, or the security challenge in this country, must be curbed ASAP. Now, part of the reason why this Thursday Media General is actually putting up and cooking up something that you must be part of, where stakeholders and governance analysts will come together to diagnose our challenges and proffer solutions to the biggest, if I can put it that way, one of the biggest issues we have in this country, security. Now, there's a video that I want you to see before we talk to my boss this morning. Let's take a look.
A home is a place where you should feel safe, a place void of fear or cause of anxiety. Considering recent events, can Ghana be described as a home to 31 million Ghanaians? What are we doing wrong? And how can we make it better and safer? TV3 and 3FM 92.7 present the Thought Leadership Forum, examining security in Ghana, options for action, a gathering of experts and analysts looking to determine the issues with security in Ghana and what solutions may be. Make a date with us on Thursday, 12 August 2021 at the Executive Theatre at the Sawe premises. Time 10 a.m. to 12 noon. The TV3 and 3FM Thought Leadership Forum, examining security in Ghana, options for action.
Michael Oti Ejay is our acting general manager, news and digital. I got that correct, yeah?
Yes, please.
Right here at Media General. And he's championing this cause this Thursday. Good morning, boss.
Good morning, boss.
How you doing?
I'm very well.
I know we haven't
Hi,
eaten
Daniela.
yet. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this one has to be real quick so that we can get to it. Am I part of it this morning?
Yes,
You're
you are.
promising on national TV.
You're watching.
Michael, so tell me, there's something very interesting happening in our leadership forum on Thursday. And I see that we are dwelling on security for this very one. Is it what's been happening recently that's informing this decision, or exactly what has gone into this one?
I think largely. So you find that in recent months, and you can stretch it back to a year or so, there's been a lot of issues relating to whether you feel safe enough in Accra, whether you feel safe when you're driving at night, whether you feel safe when you're home, or whether you feel like the police is truly your friend or is the one potentially that could harm you. And I think we've put all this together and come up with the idea that there needs to be a larger conversation that needs to be had about our security as a nation. But this is also security that then effectively affects you as a person, affects me as a person, affects the guy who is on the streets. It's also to spring up issues at the policy level relating to how we can do this. So largely as a general strategy, Media General holds a number of thought leadership issues. So we do some in sports. We had a great one with 3FM and TV3
on hooliganism.
Yes, and then we had one with the unfortunate criminalization of just the thought that somebody is a witch. Sorry. Now, but we think security is such a significant issue. So to give you an idea, only 2 days ago, the police said that they killed 3 suspected armed robbers in Shiashi in broad daylight with people watching and the rest. We remember the daring, almost movie-like,
Ojra killings?
No, the one that happened in Kolebu, where a bullion van was attacked, and then everybody went on and on about how bullion vans were, and that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden, we keep hearing that somebody has been killed by their husband, somebody has been killed by dad. So we feel that there's a conversation to be had. And the panelists that we've put together sort of addresses the issues from a multiple angle. So you will have Kofi Abuchi is the dean of he's the dean of the UPSA Law School. He will speak to the law, practice, and security in Ghana. So how does the law protect you, and what are your options? Largely, ACP Kosifori is acting public affairs, and he will do just an overview of the current security situation. But I think specifically also because of his public affairs background, to just try to reassure us as Ghanaians, what are your options for police brutalities, for redress? the police image and how it feeds into fighting crime. Then you've got a conversation as well on preventing and combating violent extremism and everything. Now, with the issues happening in Burkina Faso, the violence there, the extremist-based activities, we already heard the information minister say recently that there have been cases of attempts to recruit Ghanaians into extremism.
Yes.
So there's somebody who will speak to that particular subject.
Okay.
And then we also speak to civil-military relationships by one of our experts. And this off the back of EDRA is even more important. Is how do we deal with this military force? Clearly very important in keeping us safe, but also sometimes unnecessary violence in the attempt to do it. And then we have a current MP, Peter Togbu, who is an MP, who will speak to reforming Ghana's security system, the parliamentary rule. My thinking is that there will be a lot of conversation that springs up from there. How do you take care of your personal security? How do you secure your homes against armed robbers? How do you keep the roads safe? How do you have confidence in the system? Would you as an individual have confidence in the police if they can't deal with little things like ensuring who doesn't cross the red light and who in a V8 doesn't turn on the siren and walk? So it will be a broad-based conversation that will be hosted by Jifa Bampo.
Right. Oh, hosted by Jifa Bampo.
Yes.
Great. And day and time? I know, it's this Thursday.
It's on Thursday. It will happen at the Executive Theatre. It will start at 10 a.m. and proper 10 a.m.
When we say 10 a.m. here, we mean 10 a.m.
Yeah. Now, in addition to the guest list that I spoke about, there are also a number of experts who will be in the audience and speak to the issues as they come along. The format is for each one to have a word on the specific areas, and then we turn it into a conversation. Now we'll keep the options to follow this as wide as possible. So it's live on TV3, it's live on 3FM, it's live on the Facebook page of TV3, Ghana on Facebook, on 3FM 927, but also because we know that it's a working period and all that, you can get to watch the video afterwards if you're not able to. But you can also follow updates on our various social media pages. There will be quote cards, there will be video excerpts, and there is generally wall-to-wall coverage that keeps you properly informed and hopefully allows you and policymakers to make the right security decisions.
Now, can you attend in person?
You can attend in person. It's by invitation. We are trying to ensure that we don't cram the Executive Theatre. We will be as responsible as we can be so that people can keep a bit of distance, mask wearing.
Of course.
There will be all the protocols observed. You can wash your hands before. You would have to wash your hands before. We will check temperatures and everything. Basically, we'll try to have a conversation within the safest environment possible for everyone.
Great. So at the end of the day, Michael, what are we seeking to achieve? After that event, when I'm walking home Thursday evening, what would be my feeling?
We are walking home Thursday evening. We wonder when you're walking home Thursday evening, you're driving home, you are a bit more conscious. You're a bit more conscious on what to look out for. You're a bit more conscious on if somebody crossed you illegally, who do you go to? You're a bit more conscious about the willingness of the police to help you. You're a bit more conscious about your right as an individual, especially with what Kofi Abochi will speak. That we want, for instance, the MP to wake up the following day and become a bit more conscious about your concerns as a security person. So generally, we want to empower everybody, but above all, we want to put a bit more pressure in ensuring that those responsible for keeping us safe do their job as required.
Fantastic. So empowering the citizenry, stakeholders and governance experts and analysts, all of us all together so that we can move our country forward. This Thursday, 10 a.m., Executive Theatre right here, Media General. Thank you so very much, Michael. Please make sure that you are a part of that one. We'll be streaming live also, so you can catch it everywhere you are on your smartphone. This is still TV3 New Day. We'll be back with some entertainment.